There are three places where we have the secrets of this country. One is hidden in Irioki Catholic. The foundation of Presbyterian was now the Freemason. Those now, they are the original Freemasons, the Presbytery from Scottish. And there are rituals that they do, the Scottish on the other side. And the Presbyterians, the top clergy of the nation, there is a worship they do. And this worship, they use wine, a Scottish wine, and then they will be wearing skirts. Men, they will be wearing skirts, and then they perform a ritual with a duck. You know, a duck. They slaughter a duck, and then they will use the wine when they are wearing skirts. And now that is now what is being done in the Freemasons temple. First of all, they did a spiritual mapping. Yes. Once they did a spiritual mapping, they studied how Kikuyu Africans behave. How do they worship their God? So they went back to Europe and they looked at the religion. What kind of a religion that fits Kikuyus? They went to Kisis, they found which kind of a religion fits Kisis. They went to Meru, they did the same. If you go to look at the Methodists, it's culturally like a Meru outfit. From where it came from. PCA, which is from Scottish, is Presbyterian, but the foundation of Presbyterian was now the Freemason. Those now, they are the original Freemasons, the Presbytery from Scottish. And there are rituals that they do, the Scottish on the other side. And the Presbyterians, the top clergy of the nation, there is a worship they do. And this worship, they use wine, a Scottish wine, and then they will be wearing skirts. Men, they will be wearing skirts, and then they perform a ritual with a duck. You know, a duck. They slaughter a duck, and then they will use the wine when they are wearing skirts. And now that is now what is being done in the Freemasons temples. That's what they normally done. So you can see the relationship between the Presbytery and the originality of the Freemasons. And also the head of the palace in the UK, the king or the queen, is also the head of the Church of God, and also the head of...
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes.
In that regard, because when Queen died, Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
Before he was buried, there was a kind of a parade, and there was this kagut that was walking with the askaris.
Yes.
What was the significance?
No. The goat. That's a little bit deeper, and I wouldn't have wanted to touch on it because I will not finish it.
Okay.
But I'll touch it for the introduction of the next time topic. What they did when they came to Kenya and they realized what kind of a God that is in Kenya, altars can be swapped. The way they swap your mind, they can take your mind from you and exchange to their filthy mind and change it. Just the way they did to African. They swapped the integrity, the mind of African. They took it to their land. They swapped the land. They swapped the riches. They swapped the ground. They swapped everything. Take it to their land. When you saw me in the UK, I had gone to swap it back, to return it back. So one thing they were able to swap, and because they knew Mount Kenya is a portal. And being a portal is like an altar of the world. That is where the power of the world is. It's in Mount Kenya. So what they did, the Queen Elizabeth, when she became a queen while in Mount Kenya. When Charles became a king, before he became a king, he was sent here first as a prince. Then he did a lot of rituals. Then he was prepared to become the king. Then, after being given the kingship, he came back again to come and complete the ritual.
The work he started.
The work he started. So the ritual he started at the Uhuru Garden, the State House, then he went to Mount Kenya, and then he went to Mombasa, Mama Ngina Drive. That is where we have the Likoni bone and skull altar. If you look at it from the ground, you see the bones, like in a Michael Jackson and everything, they are there. So Kenya being an altar, they have always wanted to swap it. So when she died, the goat is meant for the Gikuyu worship.
Oh.
So for them to transfer the authority they stole from Kenya, they had to perform a Gikuyu ritual.
That is deep.
Yes, they had to perform a Gikuyu ritual so that the Gikuyu ritual can transfer power to Charles.
Goodness.
Are you getting me now? So that one's a bit deeper. I'll discuss it in the next discussion. Yeah. But why the goat? It is a Kenyan ritual from the Gikuyu community. And they sacrificed, they slaughtered, and it's old men from Gikuyu who are taken from Kenya to Britain to go and perform the ritual. Wow. Yes.
It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
And even before Prince William got married, he came and he went to Mount Kenya, the mountain itself.
The mountain itself.
Before he got married.
And also look at the Pope, the Leo Pope that we have in. He came and went to Mount Kenya. There are 3 places where we have the secrets of this country. One is hidden in Irioki Catholic Church. Another one is hidden in Lodwar Catholic Church, in the mountain where they have a cross similar to that of Rio de Janeiro. And another one is hidden in Mount Kenya. So there are 3 places that are very crucial for this world and very crucial for anything that happens around us.
No. These 2 places are Catholic.
They are all owned. They are all captured by Catholics. Apart from Mount Kenya. But also Mount Kenya, they have demarcated. And that's why you have Sister Nyada, the Mokoroine thing, the Nyeri thing. You find that there is a Nyeri Archdiocese, Yakina Moheria, and those kind of things. It's very powerful than the Nairobi Diocese because of the proximity to the mountain.
That is why Moheria behaves the way he does.
Yes, because he is
powered.
He is the gatekeeper of the altar that speaks. Yes.
That is interesting. The other day you were talking about the witchcraft of the Nordic countries.
Yes.
And its relationship with Freemasons.
Yes.
I was following you. We are talking about witchcraft that has been introduced, their witchcraft that has been introduced to Africa. And I'm looking at this concept of Freemasons coming to build in our land, not only in Kenya, but in
worldwide,
in other places. If this witchcraft that came from the Nordic places, and you're saying that the Freemason headquarters is in Reading, did you say?
No, from the UK Freemasons headquarters is they started it in Reading.
Because
that is where they built the temple, the first temple, is in Reading.
Because what I read was that the way they started Freemason, it was started by Masons themselves.
Yes.
You know, these stone
the stone builders.
Yes, the builders.
Yes.
That's how they started it. How did it evolve to now include other professionals?
Yeah, when this information emanated from King Solomon. And the people that were with King Solomon, they're the ones that coined the whole story.
Yes.
The people that did not have an agenda for God, they used the knowledge behind Solomon, and that's why they associate with themselves with the wisdom of Solomon. So Freemason is banged on Solomon's theory. And Freemason is about coding. The messages are recorded in numbers, are recorded in numerology and astrology. The entire system of Freemason is numerology and astrology, because getting the things of the world, they are in numerology and astrologies. You have to decode numbers. That you see, in Catholic we have Vicarious Firidae, meaning 666, and that is what is written in the crown of hope, vicarious,
that kofia.
That kofia, it's written vicarious free day. For you, you read it, it is vicarious free day. But when you go deeper to the Latin, you understand this 666 meaning the number of the devil. If you look at the barcode, any barcode, look at the barcode. Each barcode has a number. In the beginnings there is 6, in the middle there is 6, and towards the end is the 6.
The ones we buy in supermarkets.
Anything that you do, any barcode, the receipts, whatever you do, the banking, the phone, it has a barcode. And that's why every time now we have been taken back to the barcodes. Because the barcode is subscribing with the number that you said is going to be put on our faces. It is not necessarily will be put on our faces. We are already in it, because that is the system of the one world order.